Hi everyone, welcome to this video. Okay, in our last video, we already go through group by clause, and we know group by clause execute row by row. After group by clause, if any clause to execute, then it also execute group by group. Okay, this much thing why I'm repeating, I'm going to tell you in later part. So this is the theory part. Some story is written. I'm going to explain all of this thing. Before that, let's see one problem or write some query. Okay, see, the question is write a query to display number of employees working in each department. We already see this much part in group by clause. In group by clause, this much part we already see. Number of employees, select department number and count. It means it's total number of employees from employee. And group by department number, this much thing we already see in group by clause. Then the additional part, if there are at least 3 employees working in each department, blindly we put, if group by, after group by clause any conditional part is there, we can put it under having clause. In having clause, we just provide at least 3 employees. At least means how can we count the number of employees? We know one multi-row function called count is there. Okay, in having clause, we are passing this count at least 3 employees. That means minimum number of employees is 3. That's a shit thing. This is having clause. Okay. Question 2. Write a query to display salaries that are repeated. Okay. Just tell me one thing. Repeated. This word. This word mean what? If 2 is there, 3 is there, 4 is there, 2 is there. That means 3 appears only one time. 4 appears only one time. But in case of 2, it appears 2 times. That means this 2 is repeated. That means the count of 2 is more than 1. And this is nothing but our condition in this question. Okay, instead of this 2, we just have to find the salary which is greater than 1. Let's see how to resolve that. So we have to display the salary. So we know whenever we have to display the salary, we can select the salary first. And we are here operating the all operation from our employee table. In our employee table, we are performing the operation. Then we have to group the salary because we have to find the repeated salary. So blindly we can group by salary. This much thing we already know. The additional part is having clause. Having count. We know if group by clause is there, it finds the record, check the record row by row and form one group. In this having clause, we just have to find whether the count is nothing but more than 1. And this is the shit thing. This much thing we just have to know. I don't think you feel some issue here or you face some issue here. Okay, see, this is the theory part about having clause. It is used to filter the group. It means we already know once group by clause execute, after that any clause execute, it is going to filter or going to execute row by row. Sorry, it's going to execute group by group. This is the thing. And one thing, this having clause only execute after the having group by clause. If group by clause is not there, we are not able to use this having clause. We are unable to use this having clause. The thing is like, we can use only group by clause. That is fine. But if we have to use having clause, we must have to use group by clause. Because the scenario is something like this. If someone says you can use having clause without group by clause, no, it is not possible. In having clause, we can write group filter condition. Okay, in group by clause we're providing some column number expression, then in having clause we're also providing some expression, right? This is nothing but group filter condition. It means after group by clause, this having clause execute group by group. We are just filtering the group. That means group filter condition. You just have to keep in your mind what is group filter condition. In having clause as a parameter, we providing group filter condition. We can pass multiple condition in having clause by using logical operator. Yes. If you have multiple option, if in the question ask you have to provide multiple condition, yeah, you can use logical operator, something like and or whatever you want. You can provide. This is a theoretical part. I think just take one screenshot of this thing, go through this. This is quite important. And this is the syntax of this group by clause. We already know in select clause we provide group by expression. Group by expression means this is whatever the parameter we provide in group by clause. In from clause we provide the table name, in where clause we provide the condition, or you can say this filter condition. In having clause we provide group filter condition. Why it is called group filter condition, I already explained to you. If you want, I can explain once again. Once group by clause execute, rest of the clause is execute group by group. So if group by clause makes some group, having clause have to perform some operation on that group. Because of that, it is the parameter we provide in this having clause called group filter condition. From this group is filtering the data. If condition satisfied, it's selected, otherwise rejected. In this group, if the condition satisfied, it is selected, otherwise rejected. For every single group, it applies the condition. In case of execution, first of all, from clause execute, because first of all we just have to select the table, because of the from clause is quite important. Then if where clause is there, where clause is optional, this may be there, this may not be there. If where clause is there, then where clause. If it is not there, then you can directly jump to group by clause. Now after group by clause, it is having clause. Without group by clause we can't use having clause. And once everything is done, then the turn of select clause, it just displays the data. This is the whole thing about this group by clause. I think you got a better idea about this having clause. And these are some practice question. You just have to solve it. This is quite easiest one. I think already this two thing I already explained. This much also, because in this first two question, whatever I explain, the same logic is there. It's the same logic. There is nothing different apart from this condition. Okay, I think this much thing is already covered. Here just condition is different. And this is all about this video. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video.